कि इन लोगों ने कहा था बैंकिंग सेक्टर के लिए, बैंकिंग सेक्टर डूब जाएगा, बैंकिंग सेक्टर तबाह हो जाएगा, देश खत्म हो जाएगा, देश बर्बाद हो जाएगा, न जाने क्या क्या कहा था। और बड़े बड़े विद्वानों को विदेशों से ले आते थे, उनसे कहलवाते थे, ताकि उनकी बात कोई न माने तो शायद उनकी मान ले। हमारे बैंकों की सेहत को लेकर के भांति भांति की निराशा, अफवाह फैलाने का काम इन्होंने पुरजोश किया। और जब इन्होंने बुरा चाहा बैंकों का, तो हुआ क्या? हमारी पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स नेट प्रॉफिट 2 गुने से ज्यादा हो गया। इन लोगों ने फोन बैंकिंग घोटाले की बात, इसके कारण देश को एनपीए के गंभीर संकट में डुबो दिया था। बीते दिनों की बात हो रही है, लेकिन आज जो उन्होंने एनपीए का अंबर लगा के गए थे, उसको भी पार कर करके हम एक नई ताकत के साथ निकल चुके हैं। और आज सुबह निर्मला जी ने विस्तार से बताया है कि कितना प्रॉफिट हुआ है। दूसरा उदाहरण, हमारे डिफेंस के हेलीकॉप्टर बनाने वाली सरकारी कंपनी HAL, ये HAL को लेकर के कितनी भली बुरी बातें इन्होंने करी थी। क्या कुछ नहीं कहा गया था HAL के लिए, और इसका दुनिया पे बहुत नुकसान करने वाली भाषा का प्रयोग किया गया था। और HAL तबाह हो गया है, HAL खत्म हो गया है, भारत की डिफेंस इंडस्ट्री खत्म हो चुकी है। ऐसा न जाने क्या क्या कहा गया था HAL के लिए। आज HAL सफलता की नई बुलंदियों को छू रहा है। HAL ने अपना हाईएस्ट एवर हाईएस्ट रेवेन्यू रजिस्टर किया है। इनके जी भर करके गंभीर आरोप के बावजूद भी वहां के कामदारों को, वहां के कर्मचारियों को उकसाने की भरपूर कोशिश के बावजूद भी आज HAL देश की आन बान शान बन के उठ रहा हो। आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी, जिसका बुरा चाहते हैं वो कैसे आगे बढ़ता है, मैं तीसरा उदाहरण देता हूं। आप जानते हैं LIC के लिए क्या क्या कहा गया था? LIC बर्बाद हो गई, गरीबों के पैसे डूब रहे हैं, गरीब कहां जाएगा, बेचारे ने बड़ी मेहनत से LIC में पैसा डाला है। क्या कहें, जितनी उनकी कल्पना शक्ति थी, जितने उनके दरबारियों ने कागज पकड़ा दिए थे, सारे बोल लेते थे, वो सारे बोल लेते थे। लेकिन आज LIC लगातार मजबूत हो रही है। शेयर मार्केट में रुचि रखने वाले को भी ये गुरु मंत्र है कि जो सरकारी कंपनियों के लोग गाली देना, आप उसमें दांव लगा दीजिए साहब, अच्छा ही हो जाएगा।
News plus stand-up comedy in the parliament. So it's not every day that happens. We'll have to break this down. 3 things I could pick up. One large theme is that public sector units, the Prime Minister hitting out at all the fear-mongering against public sector units, doob raha hai, public sector units are sinking, etc., etc., picking 3 very specific items over here. One is clearly LIC, as I've been talking about, that those fears of public money, insurance money being put into speculative stock market investments, the questions over that, he's saying, they've been answered, look at the stock, you should be buying LIC stock. Public sector banks because of NPAs and all those problems, and opposition claiming that Indian banking system is over, and then him hitting back saying that no, it's not. Look at public sector banking stocks; they're doing well. 2, we're going to deconstruct this.
Yeah.
And number 3 is the HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Oh my God, they just recently signed a letter of intent with the government of Argentina for future work purposes. So 3 things he's saying, literally saying buy 2 sectors and 1 stock. So, buy any public sector banking stock is what the Prime Minister is saying.
Buy LIC.
Buy LIC, I'm sorry, so
HAL.
2 stocks and 1 sector. 2 stocks and 1 sector. Buy LIC, buy HAL. So, Yash, let's begin with something like a public sector banking stocks, which we keep discussing on that. SBI doing so well. We tell people to go buy SBI because they're doing so well, because the market experts say so. But can you reconstruct what's been happening with all these public sector stocks, unit
On
stocks?
SBI specifically, before Suyash comes into fray, SBI this week has become the most profitable Indian company.
Wow.
SBI has become the most valuable Indian listed company, has breached the record held by Reliance as well. So
Incredible.
I think that is some news coming in from
Absolutely.
SBI. But let's look at maybe, Suyash, if we can look at the returns of
all public sector
sector enterprises, not just banks specifically.
Bank-specific,
over the last 1 year or so, I think that should give us some indication.
Yeah.
So actually, public sector stocks have done fairly well on a year-to-date basis. They have outperformed Nifty. The BSE PSU index is up about 12.5%, whereas Nifty and Sensex are up about 7%. So on a year-to-date basis, they are certainly doing well.
That's
and
the
as
alpha.
you can see,
That's the alpha on public sector versus market returns.
and as you can see,
For all those wondering whether you should invest in index funds or sectoral funds, there are sectors that are outperforming the index clearly.
And when we are talking about individual stocks, Krishna, ONGC in the course of the last 12 months has given a 33.77% return.
Wow.
Sensex has given about a 20% return. GAIL is up 36.24%.
Nearly double.
Nearly double. And then we have other stocks like HAL, which are up about 68% on a 1 year basis and 30% since June. So HAL is also expected to come out with its quarterly results today, which are as
Over a 5-year period, HAL has doubled the returns. It's grown 100% over a 5-year period. We don't have that graphic right now, but this is 1 year. 70% in the last 1 year, but
and
it's a
most
100%
defense
growth on
stocks are
5
doing
years.
well. Most defense stocks are doing well. HAL is obviously leading that race. NTPC is another one, 40.09% return in the course of the last 12 months. Now we also need to understand who invests in PSU stocks. They are largely investors who are risk averse and are who are looking for dividend. So PSU stocks does also help investors protect their capital from depreciation, at the same time provide them regular income in the form of dividend. Now we are seeing PSU stocks not just outperforming the index and not just giving good dividend, but doing well on a year-to-date basis and on a 1 year basis as well. And the stocks, individual stocks are like Power Finance Corp, 126% up, Cochin Shipyard, 92.7% returns in the last 12 months. So great set of numbers coming out. And it seems like the PM is right in saying that maybe it is the sector that you can look at this point.
You know what I was about to say, you're making it seem as if the PSU stocks are defensives, like FMCG, it gives dividends, it's great to hold in a portfolio for a long period of time. Those are the actual advantages of PSU stocks. But look at the way they've done in the last 1 year. They are beating blue chips and the broader markets as well. So this is an incredible story as far as India's, and it's a good feel-good story as well. Indian companies, public sector units doing well. Having investors having faith in public sector entities. It's absolutely fascinating as far as the Indian markets are concerned. But I just want to go back to LIC for a little bit, just to talk about it. He's specifically talking about LIC and exposure to stock markets at a time when exposure to stock markets are considered extremely volatile, in that sense. So have we put that debate, have we closed that debate once and for all, that LIC will go forward and invest in risky market-linked investments and still it won't affect its own credibility?
I mean, look at their track record, 9,543.71%, 0.71 crore profit, and that is largely coming out because of their good investments. Their AUM is also growing by about 12.5%. So, I mean, those questions should at least, take some backseat.
And Krishna, I think this also sort of synchronizes with, let's say, what is going to happen with the new pension scheme, NPS versus OPS. The idea is that you know, as a pensioner, you should be getting not just those assured 8% returns, 7% returns, but rather you should perhaps get, by way of opting for the NPS, get market-driven returns on something as secure as your pension. So I think this trend for EPFO, for the pension scheme to actually invest in the markets, is something that we are seeing coming to life now.
Right.